Now, I've seen this brought up a lot on Facebook, Reddit, YouTube, etc., where people can't figure out why their clutch is slipping. And I thought I would make a video on it. So before you do anything, before you open up your clutch to view your pads like you see mine is, adjust the clutch cable on your bucking bar or your clutch arm, as well as adjust the star nut on your clutch if you're using the stock clutch. However, if you did all that, and I'll put a link in the description of a video for that on how to do that correctly. Now, let's say you did all of that and your clutch is still slipping. Well, here's the issue. It doesn't really matter what clutch configuration you're using. It actually matters a lot more with the pads you're using. So I'm using a Minarelli, so that's a bit different. It has a lot more power. It'll slip a lot easier. However, I'm using this 3-spring SAF clutch. Now, this clutch is advertised as the strongest in the game. It's not anymore. The Merc clutch is, but it's going to be one heck of an engine to slip this thing. No, I don't think any Minarelli would be able to slip an SAF clutch. So that shows you it's not supposed to be slipping. Now, here's my issue. So these are old pads, but they're the wrong type of pads for what you'll be wanting to use in a high-performance engine such as this. So you see there's a plate on the back of this clutch, and that connects directly to the drive sprocket, which powers this. So the wheels spin. This is connected to the pinion gear of the engine. So this spins with the engine, and the back plate spins with the wheel. And so these pads right here, they need to grip to the back. They need to mate with the back plate right there in order to get the power from the engine to the wheel. So now, the problem I was having, it's not that the pads are slipping on the surface of the clutch itself. It's that the pads aren't putting enough of the pressure provided by the clutch. It's not putting that into that back plate. And so instead, they're wedging themselves in between that back plate and these little notches where they hold the pads. And so, as you can see, I tried getting that out with a screwdriver, prying that one out, and it's just completely shredded. So these are the rag. There's multiple different types of clutch pads. The two that you get in pretty much every engine, China doll engine, are either these little rag ones or the like ceramic ones. And though neither of these are great, these are the better ones. The ceramic ones will just slip no matter what. However, these have the issue that I just described of they're kind of squishy. Now they aren't, but they're kind of squishy, and so instead of putting all the force directly to that plate on the back there, they kind of squish in there. So these are the new pads that I got. These are just off Amazon, and these are a bit stiffer, but they have a good mating surface for that back plate. These are what you want. Better yet, if you want better pads, if you have like a really high performance engine with a lot of torque, etc., go on RDM, RDM Menu, Smolik Performance, DLH Performance, all those guys. They have better clutch pads than these. These are just the cheap ones on Amazon. They're green. I'm going to try these out, but they have a better mating surface than like the ceramic pads, and they're not as pliable. as these little cloth pads. So these will grip the back plate much better than these that are squished in there. So if your clutch is slipping, it might not be a matter of the clutch itself. It might just be a matter of you got the wrong pads. So just thought I'd let you guys know.